Alright, I'm adding this audio in at the beginning of the video. I made a huge mistake. I didn't realize. I posted the video and then I found out, holy shit, you can shoot enemies with void weapons and get all of the perks of Nezarec's Sin. So I assumed that it was only ability kills that would proc this, and I gave this a terrible rating. I gave it like a 3 or 4 out of 10. I think I gave it like a 1 or 2 in PvP. I just wasn't impressed with this exotic, but now that I found out that you can shoot enemies with void weaponry and gain all the cooldowns, this thing is much, much better. This thing's probably like a 7 or 8 out of 10 at that point. So, my mistake. I'm really sorry, guys. I did leave the rest of the video in here, my kind of original review, because I think a lot of the points still do kind of stand. And it's also funny, and I spent 45 minutes doing it, and I'm gonna go fucking insane if I have to re-edit the video. So I added this blurb to let you know Nezarec's Sin actually is a much, much better exotic than, I kind of stated in my review. It's like a 7 or 8 out of 10 for sure. Hey everyone, Mtashed here, and today we're looking at Nezarec's Sin. I think that's how you pronounce it. Nezarec's Sin I was very excited for. I thought it was going to be amazing. But honestly, this is like a poor man's Mask of the Quiet One. This Voidwalker exotic, when you get void damage kills, it will increase your ability energy recharge rate. However, it's much lower than I expected it to be. Now, Bungie balanced the game around a lot more gunplay. In most cases, you can't just get your abilities back instantly, but I thought in PvE this would be a little bit stronger. Especially considering there's other exotics that probably do the same thing, if not better, and have added abilities. Mask of the Quiet One feels like it gives you more cooldowns and it heals you. Karnstein's armlets, if you keep on punching things, heal you and give you abilities back as well. And so in a lot of cases, I expected this thing to really, really boost how quickly you'd get your abilities. Especially when using something like your super and getting a huge multi-kill with it. Now this is only 3 enemies, but what? That thing hardly moved. It hardly moved my cooldowns, and from what I can tell, there's no way to stack this ability. Essentially, if you kill 1 enemy with your Nova Bomb, or 20, it doesn't really change things. Now in a second here, you're gonna see the cooldown on my grenade drastically be reduced. But that's because of the melee ability on the top skill tree of the Voidwalker. That has nothing to do, really, with my helmet. And you see, I expected my helmet to do that. I expected all of my cooldowns to drastically be reduced. I see a bunch of enemies. I let out a war cry. Nothing. What the fuck, Bungie? I let out a war cry. I just Nova Bombed like 70 enemies in a row. And I got like 2 seconds off my cooldown. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm throwing grenades. I'm killing enemies. And it feels so lackluster. It feels like, well, it feels kind of like getting punched in the ear. Have you ever been punched in the ear? It doesn't feel good. It rings a little bit, it stings a little bit, and it's like, what the fuck? Why did you punch me in the ear? This exotic's okay, but this thing is not great by any means, in any situation. PvE, this thing should shine, and honestly for me, it's like a 4 maybe out of 10. It just doesn't feel that impressive or that great overall. Then you throw this helmet into PvP and it gets even worse because many of you know grenades and melees have been nerfed, so sometimes your grenade doesn't kill them, or you waste your melee before killing them and then you don't get the exotic perk, and then it starts to feel pretty shitty. I'm not gonna lie. It starts feeling very shitty. I just don't feel like this thing has that much value. You go drop a Nova Bomb on someone and you save like a second off your melee cooldown. Congratulations! Wow! Wowee! Wow! And to put the nail in the coffin, if you die right as you get the grenade kill or right as you get the super kill, you don't even get the benefit of it. So it's even worse. In my opinion, this thing's like a 3 or 4 in PvE overall. And in PvP, it's like a 1 or a 2. It's like a 1 or a 2. There is value, obviously, if you get it to work. But more often than not, it's going to feel underwhelming. Before we go, I'd like to take a second to thank all of my Patreons for the last month. You guys are absolute legends, and you help keep the channel running. If you guys want to pledge to the Patreon, whether it's $1 or $5, it dramatically reduces my stress on paying rent every month. Thank you guys so much for the support. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you haven't already, subscribe, baby. I don't know what that noise was, but I'm going to go with it. That's it for me, and I'll see you soon, my friends. Bye-bye.